We don't often talk about what it's like to live alone after 50. If you're living alone and you're 50 plus, listen closely, because living alone after 50 can sometimes feel empowering, and other times it can be overwhelming, and I would even venture to say a little lonely. In this video, I want to share with you 6 important strategies, life lessons if you will, about independence, about health, about finances, about creating my own community, about my home life, and yes, reinventing myself as well. Lessons that have helped me go from surviving to living the life that I truly enjoy. If you're navigating midlife on your own, know this: you are not alone, you are not behind, you are becoming. And I would say, becoming the best version of yourself. Hello friends, family, and perfect strangers. I am Gloria, and in this channel, The Bounce Back, we talk about real life, resilience, and rebuilding after setbacks. If you're over 50 and learning how to navigate your life despite the challenges, you're in the right place. My friends, let me just get this little piece out of the way. If you like the content that I'm bringing you, please like, subscribe, share your story in the comments. I want to create community here with you, and I can only create community if we have a dialogue. With your comments, we can create that dialogue. With your subscribership and your likes, it helps to grow the channel, and thus I can bring you more content. Now, I've got that out of the way. Let's move on to the 6 things that you must know if you're over 50 and you're living alone. Living alone isn't a setback, as I said. Did you know that your independence is your superpower? Yes, it is. It's freedom. You get to design your days, you get to design your routines, you get to do your own healing, and you get to set some goals for yourself. In this chapter in your life, it's about choice. It's not about loneliness. Now, let's just say you're not starting over, you're sharing your wisdom from a different place. Number 2, you must protect your health. Our bodies become our biggest assets. And as we grow older, we have to be conscientious that we are strength training, that we're walking, that we're stretching, that we're doing proper meals, that we're taking supplements. These aren't just nice to have bits and pieces in our life. They're survival tools. So our physical wellness is through the physical aspects, like I said, walking, strength training, eating correctly, making sure that we're taking supplements. It helps with our emotional regulation and our sleep. And not only that, it keeps our bodies strong and healthy as we grow old. Our flexibility needs to be there. Have you ever heard the term, "I've fallen and I can't get up"? That is probably talking about someone who hasn't practiced any form of strength training and they can't help themselves back up. Maybe not, but it sure sounds like it. Now, the other thing is that we have to make sure that our mental wellness is in check, that we are getting the supports that we need. You know, we go through waves, right? Where sometimes we feel sad and we feel this or we feel that. You gotta make sure that you tap into any resources available to you to make sure that your mental wellness is being taken care of. There are lots of apps today that we can reach out to, low cost. There's services that you can look for in your community. Talk to your family doctor, talk to a friend. If you've got someone of confidence that you can call and say, "Look, this is what I'm going through right now," it's important for you to make those connections. Not only that, we have to make sure that part of our mental wellness is making sure that we're feeding our minds with activities that will keep it sharp. We've become a society where we just want to click and we want to scroll and we want to listen. So we're listening to audiobooks, we're watching a lot of TV, we're watching a lot of social media, but we're not doing enough activities that actually prompts our minds to work. So my suggestion to you is take a little time to try to introduce some reading into your life if you are not already doing so. And then I would also say that we got to make sure that our spiritual well-being is also being taken care of. However that may look to you, whether it is that you align yourself with a religious group or whether you simply embrace the universe in the only way that you know how, and you practice gratitude and you practice being mindful of your surroundings, I think that that's where spirituality comes in. That is such a personal thing, but it's something that I would suggest to you. Because, at the end of the day, our spirituality, our mental wellness, our physical wellness, it all ties in. It's from head to toe and internally. And lastly, I would say to you, protect your financial wellness. Managing your finances wisely is very important as we get older. We all know that our pensions are not necessarily going to carry us through. Life is getting very expensive, so we got to make sure that we're making all the right choices when it comes to how we manage our finances. And, just having small daily habits can prevent a lot of future problems for us. Number 3, I'm talking just about that, financial awareness. That's a non-negotiable. You have to know your numbers. You got to track your spending, reduce your debts where you can, create simple income streams for you if you're able to. Being a YouTuber, that may lead to income stream for you. Don't know, I haven't been monetized yet. I'm hoping that it will one day, but don't put your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you diversify those income streams and try different things. You never know when you're going to hit the nail on the head. Living alone means that you are your own safety net. So you are the one that's bringing in the resources and you're the one that has to figure out how to divvy them up. It shouldn't be scary. It should be empowering to you. Peace comes from clarity. So if we're clear on what we're doing, then we should be at peace of mind at the very least. Now, number 4, I would say community. Community is our medicine. I know many of us enjoy our solitude. I am one of those people. I enjoy my solitude. I can be home in a very quiet space. I can have a TV on and have it really low and not need a lot of noise around me. But where it becomes dangerous is when we go from enjoying our solitude to isolating ourselves. That's dangerous because then we can spiral into a depressive state. We can start, sort of thinking things that are not there. And here's where I would say to you, we're in a place of making choices. We're in that area where we get to choose what we decide. We get to fill our own cup, if you will. So you can build your own circle intentionally, whether it be that you go to the gym and you have a gym buddy, or you're a walker and you have a walking partner, or perhaps you like online communities. There are so many online communities available today for every single taste that you can possibly think of. If there's something that you're into, guaranteed there'll be an online community for that. The other thing is that you can actually go to groups where they're doing coffee dates, or they're doing dinner dates, or they're doing outdoor activities if outdoors is your thing. Look at your neighborhood listings, see what's available in the area. There may be concerts or there may be markets. That's where there's an opportunity to always meet someone. If you're anything like me, I'm this kind of person. When I feel like I want to connect with others, I take it upon myself to step out of my comfort zone. I go to markets, I go to coffee houses, and guaranteed I always meet someone where I can have a conversation. The majority of the time, we talk about anything and everything under the sun without the need to necessarily connect any further, without exchanging numbers or emails or anything of the sort. Again, I was able to fill my own cup on that note. I got thirsty. Number 5, your home must work for you. Whether that means that you need to declutter, to organize, make your space feel cozy and safe, it has to reflect who you are and where you're at in life, or where you're going. Your home has to feel like a safe landing place. You know, I remember a few years back, my home used to have trinkets and all kinds of stuff. And when I bought this house last summer, one of the things that I needed was to be a minimalist. I needed to get rid of a lot of the extras. I had extra chairs. Every room had a chair for some reason. I got rid of all that stuff. I felt that as if I didn't need that. And I actually painted my walls a lighter color. They're like a really light gray. And I know that some people might say, but that is so institutionalized. Maybe so, but I bring in a pop of color where I feel like I need it. So let's say my living room, for example, I have very light gray walls. I have a gray couch, but I do white pillows and I might do reds here and there. And with every occasion, season, whether it be Thanksgiving or now that we're going into Valentine's, I've started putting a pop of red color in there. So for every season, I make sure to add some color to it. That's what makes my heart grow. Boom, 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 right? I feel happy when I'm like dictating what's going on in my space. So my home has to be very reflective of where I'm at. Your environment affects your mental health more than you realize. And lastly, reinvention is always allowed. What does that mean? At 50 plus, you're not behind, you are becoming. As I said, you're becoming the best version of yourself. You can create a new career for yourself, new routines, set new boundaries. You know what? Tackle some of your dreams. Create a bucket list. You're allowed to change your mind and change your direction in life as much as you want because A, you don't have to answer to anyone. You live alone. And B, you're trying to create a life for yourself that you truly enjoy. Now, some people may say, how do I start a career at 60? You get on YouTube and you do some research or you become a YouTuber. I don't know. You figure that out. You go and you look for those answers. This is how we best utilize social media. We can look for creative ways that we can up our income source or create new careers for ourselves. You know, at 50 plus, we've got a lifetime of wisdom and experience that we can always create something out of that. As such, when I started Resilient Pathway Coaching a few years ago, it was precisely looking at that. I've been in the helping field for over 35 years. It was only natural for me to become a life coach, a wellness strategist, to help others navigate their own lives. My friends, I want to thank you for being here today. I hope that what I've talked about today brings it home for you, that you can start thinking about some of those things if you haven't already, that you start living your best life on your terms and you look at your situation as, I am here by choice. I hope that some of what I've said brings it home for you, that if you hadn't thought about it already, or you have thought about some of these things, that somehow it either validates what you're thinking, what you're doing, or it helps you to see another perspective. It's so important for us to create community for ourselves. It's so important for us to connect with others in whatever way we choose. Just know that whatever it is that you're doing at your own leisure. It's your choice. You are the one that is dictating how you're navigating life. Until next time, my friends, I am Gloria, and this is my Bounce Back. Take care, everyone.